This trick is called Shoot the Moon, and it looks like this. That's it. And as you can see, this is a looping trick, and if you notice, all it really is a flip. And so if you've already learned your flips, this is just a more advanced version of that. And all you're really doing is just a flip straight up in the air. And as far as looping tricks go, this is one of the most challenging of your basic loops to learn, but it's also one of the most exciting, and to an audience this can be very impressive, so it's worth the effort. It's going to be a lot easier to learn if you use a wider yo-yo like the Luminator, set up in a responsive way, of course. So when you're starting this trick, one of the first things that you're going to need to get used to is just throwing the yo-yo up at this angle. And so as you can see, I think it's about a 45 to a 60. That's about the range that you want to get it in. And if you do that, the trick's going to be a lot easier. A lot of people aren't used to doing that. If they throw it too straight, then it's difficult to push the yo-yo up enough for Shoot the Moon. If you throw it too straight up, then it kind of goes forward when you do the motion, and that can make it more challenging than it needs to be. And even this throw can be a little challenging to learn, so work on that. Once you get that, then all you're going to do is you're just going to kind of push the yo-yo up when it comes toward you, and you want it to swing below your hand, right about down here. It's kind of hard to say exactly where it goes, but you can see it. And you're going to aim it to come down a little bit below your hand, and then you're going to push your hand up a little bit as it goes below it. And that's going to cause the yo-yo to go straight up or maybe just back a little bit. And that's where you get the name, Shoot the Moon, because it makes that moon shape. And one thing that you want to be aware of as you do the trick is you want to keep your wrist at that 90-degree angle, just like you do for all of your flips. It's just as important with this trick to do that same thing. And this is just one of those tricks, as you're working on it, a lot of times the yo-yo, it's just not going to do anything, and you're going to feel like it's impossible, and then just one time, all of a sudden you're going to hit it. And it's going to feel like nothing you've ever felt before with yo-yoing, and it's just going to seem right, and it's just hard to explain until it happens. And when it happens, then you're going to believe, and you're going to really want to get into it. So sometimes to get to that point where you really get the yo-yo to go straight up for the first time, it can take a long time, but it's absolutely worth it. It's just one of those really great tricks. If you want to get into two-handed Shoot the Moon, which can be very challenging, one thing you can do to keep control is when the yo-yo goes straight up on the back pass, you kind of want to cushion it with your hand a little bit. So you see when the yo-yo reaches its peak, I pull down just a little bit, and that helps you keep control of it and keep it straight. But really, like I said, once you get the basic concept down, you just keep working on it, working on it, working on it. When you get it, it's just a fantastic trick. People love it, and that's Shoot the Moon.